Hello everyone, welcome to Card Design Thursday. So today I'm really excited about my little card. It is all centered around this lovely little stamp set, and I hope there's no glare, that I received as some sweet friend mail from Angie and Angdrew, who is Rags, Tags, and Confections here on YouTube. And this came from Created Home with G. And he has several different types of these. And this is the one that they sent to me. So we're going to be using this stamp set. And then we're going to be using the sentiment out of this one right here that says, sending lots of happy thoughts your way. And get this out of the way. I used some background paper. Well, we're going to be using some foam tabbies. I used the background paper. This is A5 paper pack called Little Meow. And this also came from Gareth's store, Created Home with G. And then I used some colored pencils. And a few little comfort markers. The cool gray. This one here, buttercup yellow. And then the two from Recollections is the green and the pink. And this is what the card we make is going to be look like. And I'm so happy with the way this turned out. And you'll see how I use the stamps in the background. I created my own background. And this is the paper that I used from here. So this is an A2 size card, which means that it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And just to save time, I've already prepped some of my paper. So here is the card base here. And I'm just using white cardstock. I also use Memento ink and VersaFine ink. I used the Memento ink for what I'm coloring in with the Copic markers, and VersaFine for what I used with coloring pencils. So to get this ready, I stamped the image and I went ahead and colored it. And I used my pencils to color this. So I used a light brown on the outside edges of the ears and the face, and some pink on the inside. It's soft pink. And then I just shaded in with some darker areas of the brown. And then, of course, I used yellow for the raincoat. And then this pretty little flower and bunny. And so I just colored this in, and I stamped, and I just fussy cut it out. And it was really easy to fussy cut out. And so then this is the paper that I used from the Little Meow pack. And it's an A5 size, so it's perfect size. You can get 2 cards out of 1 sheet of paper. And there's some lovely papers in there, in that paper bag. And then I just have a scrap of white cardstock that's going to go in the middle. And this is what I'm going to be creating my background with. So first of all, let's go ahead and create our background. And this is the little sentiment that I'm going to be putting on there. So let's create our background first. And I'm going to need a little piece of scrap paper to do this so I don't make a mess. I've already loaded my stamp block up with this. So let me go ahead and start stamping this. Just going to put my ink on there. And then I'm just going to line it up on the edge of the paper. You don't have to be too precious about where you put it at. And I am stamping on and off the page. Okay. Now, what I did was, there is a little flower did it go? Yeah. Where is my little flower? It fell off my stamp block. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to take the little flower that came with the stamp set, and I'm just going to, I know I should get a smaller block, huh? And I'm just going to go stamp in the middle of it. Just in some blank spaces here. This is actually not the flower that came with the stamp set. Yeah, I'm not sure. It fell off my block. It's right here on my counter somewhere. But I will have to go search for it. It's so teeny tiny. So I'm just going to color the center of that in. Okay. Stamp off some of this. I forgot to bring my wipes over here with me. Put these over here to the side. Okay. So now we have that prepared. And I love the way that looks just in black and white. But I am going to go ahead and color it. So I used the cool gray to color the Eiffel Tower in. And part of the camera. Okay. So now we're going to go back and color the little flowers in with the pink. And I had a little trick to do because I wanted to use up all my scraps, and this white paper was scraps. But I didn't want my background to be totally white. And so I'll show you what I'll do when I get through coloring the little pink flowers. Okay, so now I'm finished coloring the little flowers and things in. And like I said, this was such a white, bright background. I didn't want it to be bright, if you notice the difference between these two. So what I did was, I actually took one of my pink coloring pencils, and I did shade in the lens a little bit with some of the pink on the camera. And you can get the darkness and lightness by how firm you press down. But since I wanted this not to be so bright white, I just took my pencil and simply shaded it like this. It didn't bleed in with the ink or anything like that. But it's barely there, but it just knocks back some of the color. The brightness of the white, I mean. And I'm not putting very little pressure on my pencil. But I'm just kind of shading the background a little bit. And as you can see, it doesn't interfere with any of the color that I've already put on the page. And depending on how dark you want it or how much you want it to stand out, just depends on how much pressure you put on your pencil. Now I'm going to go around the edge of the card with my pencil and make that a little bit more defined. Okay, so that is done. So now we're going to adhere this to this base right here. And I did cut this down. The pink size is cut to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, I want to say. But this piece was a little bit shorter than that. And I'm okay with that. I wanted some of the pink to shine through. So I'm just going to pop this on here like this. See, I think that's so pretty. And then I'm going to take our card base. And take my color pencil. And just along the edges, I'm just rubbing my pencil. So that it's just barely picking up the pink. Okay. And then I'm going to put some glue on it and let's stick it down. Oops. The card moved on me. Eyeball that. Okay. This is a very simple, very easy card. But I just think it's so cute. And what a lovely way to send warm wishes to somebody. You know, you have this cute little bunny with this little suitcases full of warm wishes. So what I decided to do on this one is, I didn't like, see, I told you, I totally used scrap paper. I did not like the way that it looked when I first made one of these, as far as the foam. It just wasn't thick enough. And this foam does not want to stick today. There we go. It wasn't thick enough for me because I wanted it to stand up off the page. If you see like this, it looks like the little suitcase is coming off the edge of the thing, and I like that look. So what I've done is just double mounted my foam. Whoops, I forgot to peel off the pack. That would help if you peel off the backing. Okay. So I'm just going to peel this off and stick it down. Now I am moving the, I'm not going to put, you know, her right in the center of it. So I want her to come down toward the edge. So the little suitcase is kind of riding over the edge of the white background. And I'm going to stick her down there like that. So that's what we have. And then I'm going to take the little sentiment that I cut. And I'm going to take my pink marker and just go around the edges of it. Now, when I do the edges of cards like this, I go from the back side. That way, in case I slip or something, it's not on the image. But it still gives the effect that you want. Okay. And then, again, on this one, I'm double mounting it as well. And I'm just sticking one little piece in here. And then I'm just putting that like right there on top, sort of sideways. So that's your card. So simple, but yet I just think they're so cute. So if you like this card and you would like to recreate it, head on over to createathomewithg.com and pick you up a stamp set. And happy crafting. So, and if you like this card, also please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the little button that says subscribe. And don't forget to tap the bell. And you might be notified each and every time I upload a video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.